Apollo fact number 1. The Apollo command modules used bags for waste management. A small step for a man, but a giant leap for waste containment technologies. Apollo fact number 2. Buzz Aldrin took communion on the lunar module, making it the first and only spacecraft to double as a place of worship. Space, the final frontier for spirituality. Apollo fact number 3. The total cost of the Apollo program was about $25.4 billion, which is equivalent to over $150 billion in today's money. That's one small bill for a budget, one giant leap for fiscal spending. Apollo fact number 4. The Apollo missions brought back 842 pounds of moon rocks, collecting space rocks before it was cool. Apollo fact number 5. Richard Nixon had a speech prepared in case the Apollo 11 mission failed. Talk about planning for a not-so-happy ending. Apollo fact number 6. Neil Armstrong carried a piece of the Wright brothers' plane on Apollo 11, linking the first flight with the first moon landing. From Wright brothers to moonwalkers, what a journey. Apollo fact number 7. The footprints on the moon will likely last for thousands of years due to the lack of atmosphere. The ultimate leave-no-trace camping trip. Apollo fact number 8. The Apollo spacesuits were custom-made for each astronaut. The peak of space haute couture. Apollo fact number 9. The 21 layers of the Apollo spacesuits were so complex that it took astronauts up to an hour to put them on. Who needs Fashion Week when you have Spacesuit Week? Apollo fact number 10. Over 400,000 people worked on the Apollo program. That's like assembling the population of a small city to send just a few folks to the moon. Apollo fact number 11. Alan Shepard hit 2 golf balls on the moon during the Apollo 14 mission. 4. Zero-gravity golfing, anyone? Apollo fact number 12. The American flags placed on the moon during the Apollo missions are likely disintegrated by now. They weren't designed to withstand decades of harsh lunar conditions. Talk about a flag's worst nightmare. Apollo fact number 13. No stars are visible in the lunar landing photos due to the camera settings needed for daylight exposure. It wasn't a starless sky, just a photography challenge. Apollo fact number 14. The moon dust smell was described by astronauts as resembling spent gunpowder. Not quite a moonlit stroll on a beach, more like a whiff of the 4th of July. Apollo fact number 15. Buzz Aldrin's mother's maiden name was Moon, which is an astronomical coincidence. Buzz was perhaps destined for lunar fame. Apollo fact number 16. The computing power of the Apollo guidance computer was less than that of modern smartphones. They went to the moon with less processing power than we use to play smartphone games. Apollo fact number 17. Over 50 state, federal, private, and international organizations helped design and build the Saturn V rocket. Talk about teamwork making the dream work on an interstellar scale. Apollo fact number 18. The footprints and tire tracks left by astronauts and the lunar rover will remain on the moon for many years due to the lack of wind and water. The moon, where your footprints truly last longer than on any beach. Apollo fact number 19. Moon rocks brought back by Apollo astronauts have tiny beads of water inside them. Who said the moon was bone dry? Apollo fact number 20. Buzz Aldrin claimed to have taken the first space selfie during the Gemini 12 mission, beating Instagram influencers by a few decades. Apollo fact number 21. The Saturn V rocket engines were transported by river barges to the launch site, NASA's own version of a space-age Huck Finn adventure. Apollo fact number 22. Post-moon mission, astronauts were quarantined to prevent potential lunar germs from spreading. Turns out, the moon wasn't contagious. Apollo fact number 23. Neil Armstrong carried a piece of the Wright brothers' plane to the moon, symbolically connecting the first flight with the first lunar landing. 4. Kitty Hawk to Tranquility Base. What a journey. Apollo fact number 24. Buzz Aldrin's mother's maiden name was Moon. Seems like Buzz was destined for lunar greatness right from the start. Apollo fact number 25. On Apollo 12, Alan Bean brought pieces of the Wright brothers' plane, continuing the tradition of honoring early aviation pioneers. The right stuff for a moon mission. Apollo fact number 26. The Apollo astronauts conducted various scientific experiments on the moon. Moonwalking and science, a stellar combo. Apollo fact number 27. Apollo 15 astronauts left a memorial on the moon to honor fallen astronauts. a tribute among the stars. Apollo fact number 28. The Apollo 11 crew actually had to fill out customs forms upon returning to Earth. Moon rocks declared, just another day at the customs office. Apollo fact number 29. The Apollo 11 flag and gear have become historical artifacts, with NASA loaning them out for exhibits. Moon memorabilia in high demand. Apollo fact number 30. Over 400 kilograms of moon rocks were brought back by Apollo missions. That's a lot of lunar souvenirs. Apollo fact number 31. A Brazilian flag was taken aboard Apollo 11 as a token of international goodwill. Space diplomacy at its finest. Apollo fact number 32. NASA's quarantine for returning Apollo astronauts was a precaution against unknown lunar pathogens. Better safe than sorry when dealing with alien bugs. Apollo fact number 33. Mare Tranquillitatis, where Apollo 11 landed, has only one set of human footprints. It's the most exclusive beach in the solar system. Apollo fact number 34. Apollo 11's landing site was chosen for its smooth, flat surface. Even on the moon, location is everything. Apollo fact number 35. Craters on the moon, named after mythological figures and scientists, add a touch of earthly culture to our celestial neighbor. Apollo fact number 36. The moonwalk wasn't just Michael Jackson's signature move. Apollo astronauts bounced on the lunar surface due to the low gravity. Apollo fact number 37. The Apollo 11 moon landing was one of the most watched TV events, proving that space exploration can be as gripping as any drama series. Apollo fact number 38. The Apollo 11 flag looked like it was waving because of how it was fixed, not because of any lunar breeze. Space flags play by different rules. Apollo fact number 39. The Apollo 17 mission holds the record for the longest moonwalks. Who needs marathons when you have the lunar surface? Apollo fact number 40. After the sterile environment of the lunar module, the scent of the Earth's atmosphere was particularly noticeable to the astronauts. Nothing beats the smell of home. Apollo fact number 41. The Apollo 11 astronauts trained at a site in Arizona to simulate the lunar surface. It's not just cacti and canyons, but mock moon craters too. Apollo fact number 42. Alan Shepard famously hit golf balls on the moon during Apollo 14, proving that golf is truly a universal sport. Apollo fact number 43. The Apollo 15 crew got in trouble for carrying unauthorized postal covers to the moon. Even astronauts can't resist a little moonlighting. Apollo fact number 44. A photo of a Playboy model was snuck onto Apollo 12 for a prank. Astronauts have a sense of humor too, even millions of miles from home. Apollo fact number 45. Pete Conrad's wife, Nancy, had her TV show interrupted by footage of her husband walking on the moon. Now that's what you call must-see TV. Apollo fact number 46. Neil Armstrong was nicknamed the first man, highlighting his role in making history on the moon. First in flight and first on the moon. Apollo fact number 47. There's only one set of boot prints at the Apollo 11 landing site in Mare Tranquillitatis, making it the most exclusive spot in the solar system. Apollo fact number 48. The Apollo spacesuits were custom-made for each astronaut, a combination of safety and high fashion. Apollo fact number 49. The lunar module was meticulously packed for each mission. NASA might have a future in moving services. Apollo fact number 50. Lunar rocks reveal the moon's violent formation from a Mars-sized object collision with Earth. It was a celestial fender bender. Apollo fact number 51. JFK's call to land a man on the moon was as monumental as building the pyramids, but with a better view. Apollo fact number 52. The Apollo computers used hand-woven core rope memory, proof that even in space, handcrafting isn't obsolete. Apollo fact number 53. Neil Armstrong's heart irregularities briefly put his mission at risk. Even his heart skipped a beat over going to the moon. Apollo fact number 54. Apollo astronauts practiced collecting samples in secret so as not to spoil the surprise. Moon rock spoilers are serious business. Apollo fact number 55. The Apollo command module's computer had less memory than a modern calculator. Talk about doing more with less. Apollo fact number 56. Apollo 11 reached speeds of 25,000 miles per hour, faster than any speeding ticket on Earth. Apollo fact number 57. The Apollo 11 landing required pinpoint precision, making it the ultimate test of parallel parking. Apollo fact number 58, Neil Armstrong's "one small step" speech was a last-minute addition, proving some of the best lines are improvised. Apollo fact number 59, Nixon's moon disaster speech was ready in case of tragedy. Thankfully, it remained just a speech. Apollo fact number 60, the Fisher space pen was developed for use in zero gravity, making it mightier than the average pen. Apollo fact number 61, the Apollo 11 flag had a horizontal crossbar to keep it extended. No lunar wind to help with the flag waving. Apollo fact number 62, Alan Bean smuggled a $20 bill aboard Apollo 12, perhaps preparing for the first lunar store. Apollo fact number 63, the astronauts' quarantine upon return was to prevent hypothetical moon germs. Turns out, the moon is not a hotbed of alien viruses. Apollo fact number 64, Apollo 11 slightly overshot its intended landing area, adding a little extra excitement to the mission. A small detour on the moon. Apollo fact number 65, a Swedish flag was requested to be left on the moon but didn't make the trip. Maybe next time, Sweden. Apollo fact number 66, the Apollo 11 landing spot, the Sea of Tranquility, was chosen for its flat terrain, location scouting at its most extreme. Apollo fact number 67, Neil Armstrong's famous first words on the moon were carefully chosen, the ultimate think before you speak moment. Apollo fact number 68, the Apollo astronauts left their signatures inside the spacecraft, the most exclusive autograph book in the galaxy. Apollo fact number 69, the lunar module's legs had shock absorbers to prevent it from bouncing on landing, NASA's version of a smooth ride. Apollo fact number 70, Alan Shepard's golfing on the moon during Apollo 14 was an interstellar sports first. Moon golf, fewer hazards, more hang time. Apollo fact number 71, homesick astronauts smuggled personal items like favorite snacks into space, because what's a space mission without some comfort food? Apollo fact number 72, the lunar module Eagle was a fully equipped command center, making it the most exclusive and cramped office space ever. Apollo fact number 73, Michael Collins, orbiting the moon alone in the command module, was dubbed the loneliest man during the Apollo 11 mission. Solitude with an unparalleled view. Apollo fact number 74, Neil Armstrong's iconic phrase, "one giant leap for mankind," perfectly captured the spirit of the Apollo missions. A small step for Neil, a giant quote for history. Apollo fact number 75, Apollo 11 brought back 47.5 pounds of lunar rocks, starting the greatest extraterrestrial rock collection on Earth. Apollo fact number 76, the Apollo astronauts became ad hoc photographers, capturing the moon's landscape. Who knew space exploration also meant a crash course in photography? Apollo fact number 77, Apollo 12's improvised lunar geology tools showed that a little ingenuity goes a long way on the moon. Apollo fact number 78, training for rock collection was serious for Apollo astronauts. Moon rocks weren't just for show, they were for science. Apollo fact number 79, Apollo missions had their share of bloopers and fun moments. Space exploration isn't always serious business. Apollo fact number 80, the Apollo mission's live TV broadcasts brought the excitement of space exploration into living rooms worldwide. NASA, the original reality TV stars. Apollo fact number 81, after their moon mission, Apollo astronauts were welcomed with a luau in Hawaii, from spacesuits to Hawaiian shirts. Apollo fact number 82, Apollo 12 astronaut Pete Conrad brought along Playboy calendars as a prank. Space missions need a bit of humor too. Apollo fact number 83, Alan Bean's original Apollo 12 patch design was too risque for NASA's taste. Astronauts have an artistic side. Apollo fact number 84, the Apollo 11 landing spot was chosen for its smooth, flat terrain, the moon's version of prime real estate. Apollo fact number 85, Nancy Conrad's show was interrupted by her husband Pete's moonwalk, the best possible TV interruption. Apollo fact number 86, Alan Shepard smuggled a golf club to the moon on Apollo 14. Golfing in space, now that's a hole-in-one. Apollo fact number 87, Gene Cernan left his daughter's initials in the lunar dust. The moon, a message board for astronauts. Apollo fact number 88, returning Apollo astronauts had to go through customs declaring their moon rocks, probably the most unusual item ever declared. Apollo fact number 89. The Apollo 11 landing site was named Sea of Tranquility for its smooth surface, ideal for a historic lunar stroll. Apollo fact number 90. NASA built a secret moonscape training site in Arizona for astronauts, because why not have a secret moon base on Earth? Apollo fact number 91. The Apollo 11 flag's movement was due to its construction, not lunar wind. On the moon, flags don't wave, they stand at attention. Apollo fact number 92. Swedish flags were eventually taken to the moon, showing that persistence pays off, even in space diplomacy. Apollo fact number 93. Homesick Apollo astronauts smuggled personal items, from candy bars to family photos. A little piece of home, hundreds of thousands of miles away. Apollo fact number 94. Apollo 12 astronaut Alan Bean smuggled a $20 bill for good luck, the first and only lunar currency. Apollo fact number 95. Neil Armstrong's one small step line was actually carefully planned, proving that even astronauts rehearse their lines. Apollo fact number 96. NASA was initially against Alan Shepard's plan to hit a golf ball on the moon, fearing it might seem frivolous. Luckily, Shepard's swing was out of this world. Apollo fact number 97. The Apollo 11 moon landing was watched by millions, making it one of the biggest TV events of the time. Forget the Super Bowl, this was the Universe Bowl. Apollo fact number 98. The success of the Apollo missions was thanks to the efforts of over 400,000 people, proving that it really does take a village to go to the moon. Apollo fact number 99. The economic and technological impact of the Apollo program was immense, showing that investing in space exploration can yield down-to-earth benefits. Apollo fact number 100. The Apollo 11 landing site was carefully selected for its flat terrain, making it the perfect spot for a giant leap for mankind. Apollo fact number 101. Despite all the high-tech equipment, astronauts used simple felt-tip pens for writing in space. Sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most out of this world.